Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to add new equipment slots to Survival Game Kit V2. So we're going to start by going to the equipment, and we're going to open up the equipment type enum. I'm just going to bring that over here. You can see we've got an entry for every equipment type, so we're just going to click the new button, and you can name this whatever you like. I'm going to call mine, just call it headset. Like that, and then we can save that. Next we're going to go to the character equipment menu, so that is here, character equipment, and in here we're just going to add in a new slot for our equipment. This isn't a tutorial on how widgets work or how any of these options work. If you haven't used it before, you don't know, Epic have documentation and videos for that. I'm just purely showing you how to add in a new slot. Layout and how you want things to look is completely down to you. So getting started, I'm just going to select the glove slot. I'm just going to do Control C, and then I'm going to select the canvas slot, the equipment slot canvas, and then do Control V to just paste this in. I'm just going to squeeze it in here. Again, you can mess about the layout as much as you like. But I'm just going to put mine here. Now there's a few customization settings that you can do here. You've got the icon, so currently it's the gloves icon, but you may want to change it to something else. We've got the equipment slot type, so this is what we're going to actually change to our new one, so head slot. Then you've got a few other customization settings that you can play about with. That's completely up to you, but that's all we need to do with this slot. So the next thing we're going to do is go to Event Graph, Begin Play, and in here you'll find this make array here, and we're just going to hit add pin. We're going to find our glove slot _1. You can rename this variable by renaming this value, but I'm just going to leave it as it is because we know which one it is, so that's fine. Then we can just compile and save this. Next we're going to do exactly the same thing but in the external character equipment menu. So that for us is the EXT character equipment. We'll open this up, and again I'm just going to copy the gloves, select the equipment slot canvas, paste it in, and I'm just going to kind of squeeze it in here. And then once again exactly the same customization options, but remember to change the equipment slot type to your new type. Then we're going to head to the event graph, begin play, and exactly the same thing in here. We'll just get our gloves _1 and connect that up. Then we can compile and save this. Next up, we're going to go to the equipment inventory. So we'll go back to showcase, and you'll find the equipment inventory here. So we can open this up, and in here we're going to go. We're going to open up the equipment slots, and we're just going to right click. We'll do it for the gloves slot again. We'll just right click gloves equipment slot, and we'll select duplicate, and then we're going to rename this to our new equipment slot type. So mine's going to be head set, like that. Then we'll compile quickly. This may take a moment, so just leave it. Oh, there we go. Once that's done, we can open this up a little bit, and in here we want to make sure that equipment type is set to head slot, and then we can compile and save this again. Once that's done, with our not gloves, with our headset selected, variable selected, we want to change it from replication to none. This may take a moment, and then compile, and then we're going to change it back to rep notify. So that will create our new function, hopefully. It may take a moment to do that. Yeah, so you can see it now says on rep headset equipment slot, so we can compile and save this again. Once that's done, we're going to just jump to our gloves equipment slot, and in here we're literally just going to copy this stuff, or copy these, jump to our headsets slot equipment on rep function, and connect it up. But remember to change out the variable here for our headset one instead, like that. Then we'll copy our headset variable, and we're going to search for select. We want to go to select equipment slot and paste that into here and connect that up to our select node there. Then we can compile and save this again. Next we're going to search for update. We want update equipment slot item, so we'll just double click that, and you can see it's already set up. It's pretty clear what we need to do. What we'll do is we'll just copy and paste this bottom one here, paste that in, and we'll connect this up to our headset. And then down here, we want to drag out from this inventory pin, search for headset. It might not come up, so we need to untick context sensitive and select get headset. And we'll plug that in here and delete the old one. And then over here, we want to drag out and do set, set headset equipment slot. So that one. Again, you may have to, oh, sorry, no, we want to drag out from equipment slot ID inventory and do set headset equipment slot. Again, you might have to untick context sensitivity to find this like that, and we'll connect it up to the struct there. I'll just drag this down so it's a little bit tidier. Then we can compile and save this again. Next, we're going to search for begin play, and we'll double click here. And again, it's fairly obvious. We just need to connect up our new headset variable here. So we'll go to variables, equipment slots, and we'll get our headset slot and just connect that up to there. Then we can compile and save again. So next we need to go to the player inventory component. So I'm just going to search for that, player inventory, there we go. We'll open that up. Now we need to go up here and select the eye, then do show inherited variables. Then we're going to search for head, and we're going to select the headset equipment slot. And we're going to make sure that equipment type, we can just actually click the little default arrow and it will reset it to headset. This is quite an important step because it should do that by default, but for some reason it doesn't. So we can do that and then we'll compile and save in here. One other thing you might want to do is you might want to turn this back off because it might confuse you later on down the line. So it's worth just turning that off if you want to. So now that's done, we're ready to actually test our item. So to do that, I'm just going to change the Mega Backpack to a headset slot item so I can test it out. So to do that, I'm going to go to the item list. You may already have an item or you plan to add an item for this new slot. So you can go ahead and do that now. But I'll just quickly use the backpack because I don't have a new item to test this with. But we can just head down to equipment details. Here you'll find all of the information about what makes an equipment item. I will have a separate video on all these settings later on, but most of it's pretty self-explanatory anyway, so you'll probably be able to work it out. But what we're going to look at now is just the equipment slots. Obviously this is the backpack, so it's set to backpack equipment slot. I'm going to change it to headset just so we can test this out. I'll hit save and then we'll jump into the game quickly. So I've got a backpack here, I'm going to equip it and it's gone straight to our new slot as you'd expect. We can drag it off, we can pick it back up, and it seems to be working just fine. So we can hit K to kill ourselves. I'm just going to run over and check that our external inventory is working. So you can see it's appeared here. We can drag it back to our new slot over here. You can see we get this false error up here. It will be gone in the next patch, so if you don't have that, you don't even need to worry about it. And that's pretty much it. I will show you how to quickly remove that error now if you are using an old version, so you can do that yourself. But if you don't get that error, that's pretty much it for this video. That's all there really is to adding new equipment slots. So I'll quickly give you a brief rundown on how to get rid of that error. We're just going to go to the player inventory component, to Control F, and we'll search for invalid, invalid equipment, hit enter, give it a second search. You see it actually brings up where the print strings are, so we can just double click on it. All we're going to do is take the isValid and connect this up to here and delete that node, and then we'll do it for all three of these like this. So once that's done, we won't get that error anymore, and we're all finished with adding our new slots. So thank you for watching, guys.